Hi guys, it's me, the Witch of Boise, and I'm here to do another general reading. Hello! Make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe. Also comment below, tell me if any of this resonates with you. Like I said, this is a general reading, so if it resonates with you, then that is awesome and I get super excited. But if it doesn't resonate with you, maybe there's a message that's throughout this video, so make sure you do watch the entire video and see if any of it resonates with you. As well as I have other general reads. If you like this video, make sure again you subscribe. I have other general reads that you can definitely watch, as well as pick a card readings. So just go explore my channel and you might really like it. I don't know. In today's reading, if love becomes a part of the reading, my default is reading to a female about a male. So pronouns are interchangeable. He's can be she's can be he's, he, she, them, they, whatever is going on in your life. Let's get started. We're going to start off today with our trusty Witch's Tarot. And I think instead of flyers, I'm going to cut the deck into 5. I'm just kind of being guided that way. And I think what I'm going to do is actually cut it in 5 and then do another cut. I'm not accepting flyers. But I'm going to do another cut underneath it and do clarifying cards. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Put that back. All right. So our first card is 10 of Pentacles, and it is being clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. Then we have the Page of Swords in reverse being clarified by Karma or Judgment in reverse. Then we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse being clarified by the King of Wands. Then we have the 6 of Swords finally in the upright position. It seems like we've been getting the reverse for a while. Being clarified by the Page of Cups. Then we have the 4 of Cups in reverse being clarified by the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Sometimes my voice, when it does that, like, meh, it sounds like Liz Taylor when she announced Gladiator for being like the best movie of the year in the Oscars. And that also reminds me of Jeep's new pickup truck was Gladiator, and every time I see one of those, I think of Gladiator. That's how my mind works. Okay. So, I'm feeling like there's a couple different things that are really popping out to me. So there's like a codependency issue that's going on right now. And I feel like this is with a masculine energy or a fire sign, which is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. So I feel like there's a codependency. It's not being able to be on yourself or be you in that sense. And this can be with a relationship or maybe when this person is around. And it feels like you just kind of like become a wallflower. So there's family that's being also said in this message as well. This can be a family member who's making you in this wallflower energy, because I'm not getting really a love energy. I feel like this is someone that is close to you. This can be a friend that feels like family as well. And it's just time to really reassess of how you're acting, because I feel like that your energy is shifting when this person is around. And I feel like you've gotten off of social media a lot because of this person. And I feel like that they might have gotten jealous, or they didn't like you being on social media, connecting with other people. It just felt like a lot of control that was going on. But I feel like that there's steps that are coming forward in this relationship that are moving forward, getting out of this kind of like weird energy, this controlling energy. And again, I don't know if this is, I'm feeling like this is like a friendship. I'm not getting like romance at all. Because I feel like with the shift of energy that's going, like it feels like that you're focusing your love somewhere else. It's like, if this is a family member or a friend, it's like you get into a new relationship and they don't have the control over, because you're not around as much. So it's a really weird codependency energy that I'm getting. And I feel like there's going to be some sort of funk that's happening. And I feel like they're going to stay, this person might be helping you with your finances as well. That's why I also think it might be a family member. But this can be like a friend that maybe you work with, or something of that effect, where they're going to leave you out in the cold. In either financial, maybe emotional, because they're going to see you moving forward. They're going to see you into calmer waters. And maybe they're in their subconscious jealous because that's something that they're wanting as well. And so they're going to be like, whatever, you can do, and they're going to be living in their own ick. But you just need to focus on moving forward, getting into those calmer waters, and really opening yourself up to different relationships. Because it's not saying that this relationship is bad at all. It's just the type of relationship it has transformed itself into, it, like right now, where it's a codependency. I can't do anything without the other. I'm also getting like almost isolation, where maybe this friend has isolated you from other people. They've alienated you from friendships or different relationships, things like that. And again, it's friend or family, but I'm kind of getting friend. I don't know, like with the Five of Pentacles, that's a finance card. But that's also a pregnancy card too. So maybe what their next thing is that you're moving forward towards a healthy relationship, and they're just ready to start a new family, to start a new thing, a new relationship. They're easy to, sorry, a card just fell out. They're easy to move on. Which I can relate to that for sure. But I'm a little worried with the energy that you guys have with each other. Okay. Wow. So we have number 14, which is dog. Number 31, which is turkey. Number 12, which is porcupine. Number 7, which is skunk. Skunk! And then number 41, which is whale. So with this energy, because I believe dog is loyalty, and this person feels like they've been loyal to you, they've been by your side. Yep, it's loyalty. So it's time that you need to be by theirs. And it feels like it's kind of like the upper hand where you don't want to do something nice for someone because then it's like held over your head. And I feel like this kind of energy, this person is a little bit like that. Then turkey is giveaway. Porcupine is how you pronounce it, but I like to call it porcupine, is innocence. And then you have skunk, and it's reputation. And then whale, recording. Very interesting energy. So we have innocence. We have giveaway. We have loyalty. And recording. So it feels like just moving forward, I'm getting like an energy of them going through and sifting on stuff that has been recorded. I'm really not getting a great vibe from this because I don't feel like they have a great reputation. And I feel like that they are the type of person that you're moving forward with your life, going to calmer waters. That doesn't mean abandoning them. That doesn't mean not being friends with them. It's just moving away from this really codependent ick relationship where you have to, like, you're coexisting. You're not even yourself anymore. And like, I just feel like they're very sneaky and they're very look through everything. They're going to try to trip you up. Because I'm getting off of you like an innocence card. And this can be reversed too. This might be, if it's resonating with you like that, this might be a relationship that maybe you are being manipulative in this relationship. But someone in this grand scheme of things is innocent, and I feel like they are the ones that you're just trying to be their friend. You're just trying to be like, hang out with them and all of this stuff, and they stank. Like their reputation is not great. And I think you're starting to see that where maybe it is like alienating everyone that's around you. Maybe it is that, and giving away like everything. Because it feels like you give and you give and you give. And it's not like they aren't doing anything and they're just taking. But it feels like just a really toxic energy. And again, this is not saying that they're bad. They're very loyal to you. Very loyal. But it just feels like they're very much like you have to be with them 24/7, or they become crazy. Like it becomes like almost a revenge thing is what I'm getting. Like you're moving forward, wanting to change things about your life, and that could be like even making some lifestyle changes. I know at least when I stopped drinking, which I mean, I drink now, but I stopped drinking for a year and, excuse me. And it was a really good experience, but I also found out like people that I was friends with were just like drinking buddies. Like they weren't even my real friends. And it might be something that is like that, where you're starting to explore your horizons and grow as a person, and they might not be like the same energy that you're trying to make your life as. But again, it's not like leaving anyone behind. It's not abandoning a relationship, but it's changing the dynamics. And I think that really bothers them. It really freaks them out. And that's like with like the whale energy, where it's like recording everything and it's going through records, and looking through texts, looking through emails. And that's where I'm kind of getting like, if this person is maybe a little bit emotionally unstable, which from the cards they might be, that's something that I wouldn't put past them. So that was the medicine cards. These are the Black Moon astrology cards. So your first card is 38, and that is earth element stability. And I feel like this person is a stable part of your life. And that's like with this message that I'm bringing to you. This is not like cut them off, get them out, don't be friends with them, because they are a good person. There's no like weird cards that are telling me otherwise. I just feel like their energy and the boundaries that are going on right now there's none. So it's just kind of running a havoc, like a havoc everywhere. And it just feels like you can't breathe, that you can't get your own stuff because they're always in it. And so I think that's where you're like, I just need a breath. I need to find something else that's just on my own. And they're afraid that you're going to find someone better. You're going to find a better opportunity. You're going to find a better friendship. You're going to find a better connection. And this is a really good connection. This is a really like awesome like friendship or whatever. It's a really good connection, but it's just that relationship, and they are terrified that you're going to leave them and they're going to be in their own stink, their own stuff. All right, so we have number 50, Saturn return age. So with the earth element stability and the Saturn return, this makes me feel like this is Capricorn energy. So this can be either your zodiac or their zodiac, but because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and it is an earth sign. So I just feel like, again, they're a very stable part. And I feel like this moving forward is age. It's like, I'm too old to do this kind of stuff. And it feels very juvenile, the relationship. And it's almost like I'm not getting romance again, but like just from what's in my head, like one of those notes where it's like, are you my best friend? Check yes, or check no, or check yes forever. You know, it's something like that where it's really juvenile. And I think it's a nostalgia thing where you might be just really enjoying that, and you're really like, maybe you've never had it before. Wow. And maybe you haven't had close friends like this. But it's time to really like focus on yourself and focus on your relationship and growing healthy boundaries. Because this person is like a friend for life. They're very loyal. They're very stable. Yeah, in the sense of being in your life, and if you had, like, for instance, the first thing that popped in my mind, if you were like in jail, you could like rely on them to like get you out of jail, bail you out. Things like that, where if you're in trouble, this person you can call and they will go at a drop of the hat. They are not a fair weather friend. They are a really good friend. It's just clingy. I'm just getting a lot of clingy. Clingy. Okay, so this is the crystal reading cards. And the first cards are the Boise stones, which is balance. And so right now it's a really good time to balance this energy, to balance your relationship out. You know, it's also with the aquamarine is communication. It's time to really talk about this in a good way of being like what you're wanting. What are you moving forward to? What are your goals? And communicate that you don't want, like, you just want to be growing as a person, you know, as an individual, but it doesn't mean that you can't be friends. It's just getting that, communicating that codependency and being like, this is starting to not be okay. And maybe like constantly texting, constantly like just in your business. It's just like, yeah, it's, you need to be communicating, all right, this is not okay. And this is where my boundaries are. And just be, you know, you have a great relationship, a really great foundation. And it is going to be a little bit tactful because I'm getting this kind of like revengey ick energy at the end of it. Of this, it's not at the end of your situation, but at the end of these cards. So it's just being very tactful and truthful. I mean, that's all you can do. And I think they're really going to understand when you're being authentic. And it doesn't mean that when you tell the truth or you say whatever, it doesn't mean that you have to be a jerk about it or, you know, call anyone names out of their name or anything like that. And if it starts to escalate that way, then yeah, this person needs a timeout. Like, you need to separate because there's obviously a huge codependency that's going on. So really watch for those red flags when you're communicating your boundaries. And Azurite, which is expanded awareness. And I think that this is going to be a situation that's going on in your life that is going to transcend in other areas of your life. I think this is going to be a huge hurdle and a really difficult talk, but a needed one. And I think this is going to get you into a headspace of being able to find out what else is in my boundaries that shouldn't be, you know, and what else do I need to do in order to sail forward into calmer waters, in order to get out of turmoil and chaos. What is serving me in my life and what isn't, you know? And I feel, at least with this relationship, it's not something where you would just not talk to them. It's too big of a relationship, for sure. Wow. Holy moly. These are big cards. So this is the Halloween Oracle. Your first card is Death. The internal cycle begins here. And then eternal love. Love is love is love, and it transcends physical death. The veil, the future. So the future is not really clear, because I feel like this is all pending on how you address this situation, because this is the moment to do it. If you continue doing this, you're going to be in this chaos, in this codependent relationship where you're not going to have any other relationships. Now, talking with this friend and establishing those boundaries, there's going to be some different ways that this can go out. This can go out to being like, got it. I didn't realize I was doing that. Like, you know, that's a lot of times people don't know. And until you communicate it, they'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm mortified. I am so sorry. That's usually me, where it's like, oh, I didn't mean to come off like an asshole, you know, things like that, where once you communicate it and they can get your side of the story, then it makes sense. But this, depending on, they might be very defensive. There might be a defensive energy where it's like, well, you know, and it becomes a fight. Because there's that possibility too. The future is veiled. It's not going to tell you how it is. So just move forward in your true, authentic self. This is your life. This isn't your friend's life. This isn't your friend and yours life. This is your life. And you have to be the one that takes charge of it. Now, I feel like there's a huge love. Like, this feels like this is a soulmate. And soulmates don't have to be romantic relationships. And we all have multiple soulmates in our life. And I feel like this friend, and I think that's why you've been like letting this happen. I don't feel like you would have had it happen like at all. No, like just by the cards, like it feels like you're not this type of person to let this drag on like this. But it feels like that there is true love there. And this can be also like a past life situation as well, where you found each other, even a twin flame. But I'm not getting romance. I'm definitely getting friends. So it's just a very interesting energy of love, because it feels like a romantic relationship, but it isn't. And I think that's also where it's starting to kind of blur the lines. And perhaps this was like in your past life that you were in as a romantic couple. And now in this physical plane, it's just friendship. But it feels like there's some things that like the lines kind of get blurred on. And maybe that's where your energy is kind of like, there needs to be boundaries in place. And death. Now I'm getting two different aspects with death. I'm either getting that this, how everything is, because you are going to be talking to them, you're going to be expressing yourself, you're going to be communicating, you're balancing your life, you're moving forward, that this energy, this kind of ick, codependency energy is going to be ending, because this is like the death card. Now I'm also getting, because of this eternal love, and this also had death in it as well, that you guys were united in some sort of way that had to pertain with death. So death is what chains you. It's what ties you together. And I feel like that might be even where this like out of control energy of like, you leave me, I'm gonna be like dead and alone. And we have that Saturn age energy too, where it's, I'm getting older and I can't do this and I need you to be here with me. It just feels, really, really heavy. And that's okay to have, but you also need to be, you can't be living in heaviness all the time. That is not good for your spirit. It's not good for your soul. It's not good for your physical body. It feels like there is so much heaviness around this relationship. And I think that's where you're kind of getting that like, I gotta move out of this. And even with the veil, because I have another deck and it's Earth Magic. And the veiled card is fog. And I feel like that's like what you're leaving, is you're leaving this fog. You're leaving to go to like the clear, open waters just to take a breath, because it's so much heaviness. So it's time to just communicate your true feelings. It's time to just be honest. And it's time to not remove them. They're not going anywhere. They're a really good friend. There's so much love here. But It's time to build your boundaries and what is okay and what isn't. Communicate it. And, you might be surprised that they might have had zero idea. Like, they might have just been like, whoa, wow. But just know that they have so much love for you and that they're so loyal. They're like family. And I just feel like a lot of times it's like, they feel like home to you. And that's why you just keep getting back into this. But you have to also look out for yourself and your own mental health. All right, guys. Well, that is it. That's all I have for you today. Make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe. Also, comment below. Tell me if any of this resonates with you. I love to read your comments. And thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks. Also, follow me on Instagram at Witch of Boise. Follow me on Twitter at Witch of Boise and Facebook Witch Boise. Well, thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Bye-bye.